Welcome back to Biscon TV News. Now to foreign news. Armed gangs in Haiti launched a violent assault on the town of Mirabale, freeing around 500 inmates from the local prison. The attackers, believed to be members of the 400 Mawozo and Taliban gangs, stormed the facility after firing on buildings and setting fire to cars. The gang members, who control much of the capital, Port-au-Prince, targeted Mirabale to take control of key roads leading out of the city. While police managed to regain control of the area, many of the escaped prisoners are still at large, posing a significant threat to local residents. This incident highlights the growing influence of armed gangs across Haiti, where violence and lawlessness have spiraled out of control. Last year, over 5,600 people were killed due to gang violence, and international forces have struggled to support local authorities in regaining control. The recent assault, which also resulted in the killing of a Kenyan police officer, underscores the challenges faced by the Haitian government in combating the rampant gang activity and restoring order to the country. You're watching Biscon Television News. The news continues after the break. Welcome back. Now to sports news. Nottingham Forest Nigeria defender Ola Aina has been recognized as the top dribbler in the FA Cup quarterfinals after his outstanding performance in Forest's dramatic penalty shootout victory over Brighton and Hove Albion. Aina completed 5 successful dribbles, the highest number of any player in the quarterfinals, outperforming well-known dribblers such as Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne and Crystal Palace's Eberechi Eze. His impressive display included 5 successful dribbles out of 7 attempts, contributing significantly to Forest's 4-3 penalty win. Aina's exceptional performance not only earned him praise but also a spot in the FA Cup team of the round. His solid defensive work and key contributions throughout the game helped his team secure a place in the first FA Cup semi-final in 34 years. As Nottingham Forest prepares for their high-stakes semi-final match against Manchester City at Wembley, Aina's performance has placed him among the top players in the competition. And that's the news on Biscon Television for now. Compiled and produced by Favor Ajagbe. Now the last line. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent, according to Eleanor Roosevelt. I'm Stella Opara. Thank you for watching.
Hello, I welcome you one and all to another newspaper headline stories. We share these stories with you in the belief that you go out, get the papers, sort the stories, and give context to them. All right, my co-anchor will be Nelson Ekojumi. Nelson, I welcome you.
Thank you, Sister Jones. Ramadan Karim.
Same to you. Okay, then, the first paper on call is the Vanguard. Nelson, the Vanguard leads with Uromi. You know what I'm talking about. Uromi. Residents desert towns over fears of reprisals and arrest. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. And for me, I remember when you talk of Uromi, I remember late Chief Anthony
Enahoro, yeah.
He put the name of that community
on the map,
on the world map. and seeing the barbarism that occurred in Urumi. It's not excusable. It is totally condemnable. My heart felt sympathy goes to all Nigerians who had to endure that horrendous and gory video. Because when I saw the video, I couldn't even summon the courage to watch. You know, and so if the residents are, deserting the town for fear of reprisals and arrests, it's unfortunate. Like we say, when you saw the wind, you definitely read the wind.
Yeah. All right. We're told farmers scared of going to farms in Edo, naturally.
That is why we tell you that peace is priceless. You can't purchase peace at any amount.
Nelson, you cannot explain or rationalize a tragedy like this in a supposed peacetime.
In supposed peacetime. And again, citizens, while coming here, I was ruminating over this issue. And one fact that has come out clearly in the Urumi barbarism again is that our elders have failed us. Because you expect that in any and every community, there should be elders to rein in the youths. That no, this is not the way to go. This is not the kind of society we want to bequeath to you. And we don't want you to bequeath it to those coming behind you.
I'm glad that voices on both sides are suing for calm.
Absolutely. That's what we should be doing. And that is why the governor of Edo State, Governor Monday Okpebolo, he deserves the highest commendation for his statesmanship in going around trying to douse the tension. That is what is expected of a leader. And I say kudos to the governor of Edo State.
Okay, then, minor pieces on the Vanguard front page include Chairman Oye, that's Oye gives insight to content and issues.
Well, I think that was at the Vanguard Economic Discourse.
Okay.
Where they discussed the economic issues in Nigeria. And I think that is a good one coming from the Vanguard. It is about Nigerians also putting their heads together to reflect and give, an insight into the way forward in our economic situation. That is a welcome development. I commend Vanguard, the newspaper, for towing that line of civility.
Okay. I almost was going to miss this. There's a picture story on the front page of the Vanguard, shows Governor of Edo, Senator Monday Okpebolo, with his Kano counterpart, Alhaji Abba Kabir.
Yes, it has dominated the media space since yesterday that the governor of Edo State is in Kano. He had gone to meet with the deputy Senate president, who is also from Kano, and as well as the governor of Kano State. He has gone to Kano State. I even saw a video of him in the community where some of the victims hailed from. I think, again, we must commend Governor Monday Okpebolo for this act of responsibility.
Okay. There's a developing story here. Petrol, Dangote refinery resumes loading after payment.
Well, of course, when you pay,
the outstanding issues have been
resolved. So it's good for business.
Okay,
that is what makes business thrive. When you pay for services to be bought or services sold.
Have you heard this? I was offered 5 billion naira bribe to impeach Fubara, the chief of staff. He is telling you and I.
Well, Citizen Jones, if the chief of staff was offered 5 billion naira, according to him, we want to ask, what role was he going to play? Because he was not a member of the House of Assembly.
To impeach Fubara.
No, how is he going to impeach Fubara? Is he going to impeach Fubara in the government house?
No, but the chief of staff is like a clearinghouse.
No, but even in citizen, I think we must be very careful here.
Okay.
I agree that the chief of staff is a clearinghouse. Don't forget, the chief of staff was one of the legislators on the other side.
Okay.
Who was, suspended. And he now resigned his membership of the House and was appointed as the chief of staff. So it would have been part of the 3 making 4 against the 27. So Tell me in what role he was going to. Will he use 4 members to
upstage
to upstage
27?
27. I don't understand. I don't understand this story, honestly.
Well, maybe you and I cannot understand what plays out in their politics. I don't.
No, citizenship, but commonsensically.
Okay.
What the chief of staff has said is like playing on our collective intelligence, because it was part and parcel of the administration of suspended Governor Fubara.
Yeah.
So anybody offering him will know that he was, going to hit, a brick wall. So we should not play on our intelligence with this type of allegation.
Anyway, Nelson, stop worrying, because Fubara has vowed to defend the river's interest.
I don't know the interest he wants to defend.
The coming days will tell us.
The interest that he violated for close to 2 years by running the state with just 3 legislative members. I don't know the river's interest is protecting.
Hear this one coming from the UK. Will treat people smuggling gangs like terrorists. UK Prime Minister.
I agree absolutely. They are terrorists, because when people smuggle human beings in that way, that is human terrorism as well. So I align very well with the position of the United Kingdom Prime Minister.
Okay. Federal government to shut Lagos Independence Bridge for 2 months. You know the bridge we are talking about?
Yes, the bridge just behind us.
The one between former Onikon, now Mobalaji Junction Sports Center.
Oh, okay.
Bonny Camp.
Okay, I thought it was Independence.
No. Not this one at Maryland.
At Maryland, yes. Okay.
Okay. For 2 months.
If it's for repairs, all well and good to save life and property.
Okay. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger impose 0.5% levy on goods from Nigeria and other ECOWAS countries.
That means those goods will become more expensive for their citizens. Don't forget that this is a country. These are countries, the Sahel countries, who are under military despotism now, and they have claimed they can stand on their own. These are countries that rely solely on importation. So we see how it pans out for them.
Okay, the Daily Sun is the next paper, and hear this. Again, we start with Edo State killings. Leaders intensify peace moves as ACF hails Tinubu.
I think that is the most appropriate thing to do. We must, at every point in time, even here on Biscon TV, on Citizen Jones newspaper headlines, we are also